July 22nd. And for my very, very first and hopefully only video blog, I'm just feeling kind of lazy and don't want to type, I'm going to give my rantings about The Dark Knight and how awesome it was. First off, the Joker. Fucking amazing. Holy crap. Heath Ledger did an excellent job, and I'm not just saying that because he's dead. If he were alive, I'd still be saying he did an awesome job. I gotta admit, I was very skeptical when I heard that they had cast Heath Ledger as the Joker, because what do I know him from? Let's see, A Knight's Tale and Brokeback Mountain. Not exactly Joker-esque material, but, you know, as time went on and I saw what he would know, how he was looking, and when I first heard his laugh, very first Batman trailer, I was hooked, and I've been eagerly awaiting it ever since, and I have to say the main reason I went to The Dark Knight was to see the Joker. He's definitely my favorite Batman villain, and I was not disappointed. One of the things that was really the best and worst part of the Joker is that he can do these horrific things to people. He can kill people and mutilate them in terrible, terrible ways, and people laugh. For example, when he first appears in front of all the mob bosses, what does he do? The pencil trick. You know, the now infamous pencil trick. I mean, if you think about what he does, he takes a pencil and shoves it, eraser first, into a guy's eyeball. That's a terrible, horrific, you know, it's got to be excruciatingly painful, and it's brutal. But the way he does it, everybody laughs. I laughed. I mean, everyone else in the theater did. And he does that with pretty much every single stunt he pulls. It's horrific. He's killing people. He's, you know, torturing them. But it's funny. And that's what's so scary about him. His laugh was awesome. The way he portrayed his insanity was awesome. Even though there wasn't a Harley Quinn, I was not disappointed about the Joker at all. Batman. Christian Bale does a good Bruce Wayne, not so good of a Batman, mostly because he sounds like he has a sinus infection whenever he talks as Batman. I don't get it. I mean, I'm sure he can work on his Batman voice a lot. I mean, I think it was worse this time around than it was in the first movie. Gary Oldman as Commissioner Gordon, awesome as always. I was shocked when I thought that he had died, and I applauded with the rest of the audience when he revealed that he was in fact still alive. That was pretty cool. Maggie Gyllenhaal as Rachel Dawes, she did a better job than Katie Holmes, I'll give her that, but I was still glad when she died. I mean, Rachel Dawes, she was an alright character, but she seemed to serve more as a convenient plot device more than anything else. Yeah. Scarecrow, he might as well not have been in the movie. I mean, seriously, if he's going to play that minor of a role, why even bother bringing Cillian Murphy back on? Let's see what else. In terms of comparing the second movie to the first, I'd have to say it's like comparing Watchmen to Identity Crisis by DC, which, if you haven't read either of those comics, go read them. They're really good. And they deal with similar themes. I mean, there's rape, there is murder, there are, you know, very, very dark, serious themes, but the grimmest moments in Identity Crisis were like sunshine and rainbows and lollipops compared to Watchmen. And that's what Batman Begins was like compared to The Dark Knight. I mean, it was the dark, dark night. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just saying, it was just that the difference was so pronounced. It was kind of shocking. It seemed like it was two different directors. Speaking of Watchmen trailer, I wet myself. Okay, now I didn't really wet myself, but I might as well have, because it was that awesome. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm already geeking out about it. I've read a couple other people's apprehensions about a movie adaptation of Watchmen, and I can see where they're coming from. I mean, it is a very, very dense plot. There's a lot of stuff in it, and not very much of it can be reasonably cut out. And there's some parts that can only be accomplished in comic book form, and how they're going to do it in movie format is something that I can see people are worried about. But if nothing else, it's going to be a very pretty movie to watch, and I mean, you know, the trailer was frame for frame, panel for panel from the comic book, so that's encouraging at least. So I'm still very excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. I, of course, downloaded the song off of LimeWire as soon as I got back home. It turns out it's from the Batman and Robin soundtrack, ironically enough. I'm sure they did that on purpose. Yeah, midnight showing of The Dark Knight, totally worth it. Got only 3 hours of sleep that night, and I don't regret it at all, and I need to see it again. So if any of you guys in Brooklyn Park want to go see it with me again, tell me, and I will drop everything and come and watch it with you, because I need to see this movie again. Yep, that's it.